show you guys exactly what's gone on so far. So obviously I've done the wings. Yeah, both of them are done. Yeah, and they look really, I'm really happy with how they look. And those are relevant. These are the center struts that go in the middle here. Obviously I'm going to paint those separately and glue them on later, because once I glue them in there I won't be able to paint that side or paint that side. But I've tested these and I put these on and it looks really good. I'm really happy. I watched so many episodes of Voyager and DS9, and I've looked at so many YouTube videos as well of people who have done the Raider, and also Star Trek Online was another really useful source. I'm really happy and confident now with how I'm going forward with this. I have made some changes and I'll talk about those, but for now I'm really happy with those wings and they're really how I like them. We'll just put those to one side for a minute because I'll be coming back to those. I've done a fair bit of work on the base as well. I didn't like that where that was going, so that's where the support strut is going to come in. I haven't got one to show you. I've got it on order, so as soon as I get it you guys will see it. Now this will be how I do it, because I'm going to fill that in with milliput, and I want to show you guys exactly how I do that. So this will be another video, but I'm really happy with this. I'm also going to put this onto a much bigger base, you know, so this will be sat on there and there'll be like an oblong base by there, and that'll be another video all on its own. But I'm really happy with this, you know, and that's center strut bit, that's where the cables are going to go through. And I need to do a second base because once all the wiring runs through, and then you've got the battery and all the other stuff that goes in here, because you need a switch as well, and there's going to be absolutely no room. If you look at the clearance on that, you know, there's just no room in there for, you know, a battery, let alone a switch and all the wiring. So, you know, you have to have a second base to accommodate all that. And that's fine because I can make that no problem, but that will be a video all on its own. Next part we got, I'll start with the upper part of the ship. So that's gone on, I've glued that on. All of these here I've filed out and cut all those out to make room for the blue lights, because there's going to be blue light there, blue light there, a blue light there, and that's going to be red, and all these are going to be red here. So all that, there was like excess plastic that did serve a purpose, but because I'm shining light through it needed to go. So it's taken me a couple of evenings, yeah, to literally get rid of that, get rid of that, and get rid of that. And of course I've glued the top on as well, and that looks really good now. What I've also done in here is, if you can see it, and I'm going to do another how I do it here when on light blocking, but I have done some light blocking in here, but I need to do some more, so that'll be another how I do it. But I've literally put a lot of light blocking in here all the way around in there. Don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but should be able to see it, just about see it here. So there's going to be a white light shining through here, yeah, and this whole area is going to be lit, so this will all need light blocking, and obviously there's going to be a lot of light bleed, because I could actually get two scalpel blades in between these seams by here, so that had to be done. If you can see it shining, you can see what I've done, but I will show you exactly how I do it, you know, and I was really happy with the top part of the ship. And moving on to, before I move on to that, and these as well, these two of them go on the side of the ship like that. Yeah, there's a hole by there, and that's better. And one will go on one side and one will go on the other side. And on the wings, one will go there and one will go on the other side. And these get sprayed a very pale blue, I do believe, so that's why they're still on their own on their spare. Now moving on to the hull, a lot of work has been done here, as you can probably see, you know. So that has been glued on, that and that, and obviously the back bit as well, and the same on the other side. And this will actually correspond with the top part. I'll just put the top part on so you can see exactly how it looks before we actually start getting into it. And that is exactly how it will look. Yeah, and that's the look I was after. I'm really happy with that. And the lights are going to shine through here, 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 all the way down there, all the way on the back of there as well. It'll be shining through there and there. And I've done a bit of research, and that is not a photon torpedo tubes. That is actually sensors and probes. The photon torpedoes front ones are there. These ones here, yeah, you know, that's better, you can see them. So they're these ones here. So the reason why they've got a great big dirty hole in them now is because I'm going to be putting red lights in those. But I always thought that was a photon torpedo. It's not, yeah. It's the main sensor bridge. It's a deflector bridge. It's a combination of a deflector and also you can launch sensor probes out of that. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to light that up orange, yeah, because I've seen a couple of them where they're orange, and why not? Let's have it orange. I think it looked very nice. But that one there and that one there are actually the front photon torpedoes. That there is going to be lit, and that, so you can see the effect that I'll be getting. I'll just put one of the wings on so you can see, and that's the effect. I think that will look really, really good. I've also drilled out the holes for the lighting, which I'll talk about now in a minute. You can see one of them there. I sat down one in the evening and I researched it, and it will have underside lighting. And there's another one, but right by there. That'll be a flashing one. That will. That one by there will be static. The same on the other wing, and the same. You can just about see it there. That'll be a static white light, and that one will be a static white light. I've also drilled out these are in air intakes or space intakes. I've drilled those out, and I'll be doing something special with those as well, and that'll be another how I do it. On the top bar there'll be a static white light there and over there, and as I've already said, it'll be on the corresponding side as well. You can probably see the holes there, yeah, and there'll be a white light there and a white light there. But when it's on the underside, obviously this is where the wing goes. Get the right wing. This is where the wing goes, so it'll actually go through there and come out there, which I thought was strange, but that's the way it goes. On the back you've got one of these is red, one of these is green. I forget which way is which now, but the same on the top side as well. I think that's red and that's green. Yeah, but yeah, and that indicates port and starboard, I do believe. So, and it's the same on the bottom as well. You can just see the holes there, and I'll be putting some fibre optic through all of these holes to, you know, whether it's red, green or white. Now I will be having a flashing light there on there, yeah, and that was going to look really, really nice. I'm really excited about lighting on this. I put a lot of thought into it. Talking of lighting, yeah, all this here, because we all know this is going to be blue. That'll be a static blue. All this here and in there will be a combination of static blue, static red with a red flickering, which I'm actually really looking forward to. And these rear photons will be, you know, static red as well. I've ordered that stuff up and I'm just waiting for it to come in. So the effect we'll get is something I'm playing with. I've seen I've seen it somewhere where they had red, static red and flickering red, and it looked really effective. I really liked it. So that's what I'll be doing there. Is all this year will all be red, you know, red LEDs in there. But the twist will be there'll be a flickering. So the fact I'm after is like it'll be like you know, like, because these are the impulse engines. The red is the impulse engines, so it'll be like a flickering, you know, like the power coming in, the power going out, all that sort of thing. The warp engines, which is what these are, which is why they'll be blue, yeah, it's just permanently on. So that'll be really interesting. That will. I'm really looking forward to doing that. And like I've already said, yeah, I'll be putting red LEDs in here for the photon torpedoes. Now, just take the top off. This took a hell of a long time to basically get all this in here. As my other how-to, you can see there that these are all now being done and they're all sat in place, and the blue is going to come through those really nice, and the red is going to come through this very nice as well. What I'm going to do here is, and I'm waiting for it to come, is I've got some clear transparent plastic come in, and I'll be cutting that and shaping it to fit in here as well as on there and also in there, and then I'll be spraying it red, and then the lights will be going behind it. I haven't quite figured out the lights yet. I have got the lights, I'll show you now. So if I just move these out the way, just put that down by there. These are all the lights, so we'll go for them one by one. So we'll start off with a red one. Now this will have fibre optic in it, and this will be another how I do it. This will have fibre optic in it, and one fibre optic will be going to one side, that will be going to the underside and the top side. So that will give, put it in camera. So I'll have fibre optic on this, and there'll be 2 strands coming off this, and one strand will go there and the other strand will go there, and that'll give the port side. Yeah, if I'm getting this starboard or port side wrong, please say, guys. I know there's red and green lights up there, but I always get those two mixed up. So that'll be that red, and of course there's the green. This is a really nice green, and this will be for the, you know, for the port starboard side as well. So there'll be one going on the top and one going on the bottom, same as the red one I've just talked about. This is orange, and this will be for the nose cone. I've made the nose piece already. Yeah, I shall just nip off and get that. Always forgetting something. So this is I made this last night, and this will literally go in there like that. And this is just styrene plastic, and then it will sit on there like that. And when that's lit, yeah, that'll give me a very nice orange glow coming out of there. Because like we already said, this isn't the front of this. It isn't the photon torpedoes. Those are the photon torpedoes there. That is a deflector dish slash probe launcher, and that will look really, really good. So as you can see, it's really good. That just needs spraying up now and light blocking, and that'll be absolutely perfect. I'm really happy with that. And we got a white. This is a white one. Now this will be for all of the static white, which will literally be one on the wing there, one on the front there, the same the other side. And if I turn this over, it'll be for there, and there, and there. So there's 8 places that this will light, and that will have fibre optic on it as well. And I didn't want a great big huge bulb pushing through. It was really, if you look at the bulb in scale, yeah, it's really out of scale. You know, it's too big, you know. So I wanted to shrink that down. So I thought I'll put some fibre optic on this, and then run the cable, the fibres to these holes here, and that'll give me the scale that I want. So that's that one. And then we got all the reds. These are all the reds for the warp, for the impulse engines, and all these will be situated around here like this. We'll have one going in there, one going in there, you know, 2 are for the photons, and they go in there like that. Yeah. They go in there like that. There we go, there's one in, and there's the other one, and then these, one goes there, one goes there, those 2 stay there, and then the flickering red LED will go in there, and that'll give a really, really nice effect of the impulse engines, you know, power flowing through them, ready to engage, you know, and that'll be really, really nice. And then on top of those, just take these away. And then we got the blue. These will be for the warp engines, so there'll be 2 go in there, 1 go in there, 1 go in there, and the same on the other side as well. So you get the effect. You know, I was thinking about having a flicker in with this as well, but I thought no, because the impulse engines, yeah, would be solid blue, and I'm looking forward to that. I've also got some other stuff coming. I got an intermittent flashing white light that flashes at 1.5 megahertz, and that will go there and there. Yeah, and that will sit in the belly of the ship, and just like with these ones here, that will have fibre optic on it, and so we'll get a flash in there and there. Now I have looked at the stuff online and there's no underbelly running light, but I wanted one on there. I looked at quite a lot of airplane photos and so on, and they always have an undercarriage light and a top carriage light. I thought, well, I want that as well, and as everybody says, it's your model, you're making it, you do it how you want, so that's what I want. Yeah, exactly in the same way that I wanted those lit as well. Yeah, I've seen quite a few where they are lit and they're not lit, but I want them lit. It's my model, you know. So that is really it, guys. You know, I'm really happy and pleased with how this is progressing. It's coming along a lot faster than what I thought. But yeah, I'm really happy. I'm going to do a couple of how I do it with the lights and the base. You know, I'll probably do the base next, show you guys how I do this, and then I'll probably do a how I do it with the lights and light blocking, because that's a really important one, that is. So until then, oh, and if you want to know anything or you want to comment, please feel free, especially with that port and starboard thing. I always get confused a bit. But anyway, until the next video, you take care and have a nice weekend. Bye now.